Okay, good evening. It is March is going on there. It is the 10th. My grandson's gonna be 9 in 10 days.
Wow.
I feel old. She's gonna be 10 days, she's gonna be 9 years old. Almost a tween, almost a tween. Okay, or I'm sorry, almost a double-digit midget. That's what they call them these days. So, okay, I'm going to mute everyone so we can do the pledge. Okay, tops. Yes, I want to. There we go. Tops pledge. I am an intelligent person. I will control my emotions, not let my emotions control me. Every time I am tempted to use food, satisfy my frustrated desires, build up my injured ego, or dull my senses, I will remember. I will take off pounds sensibly. Tops pledge. Yes, I am back in leeway. Not officially, but I'm back in leeway. I am an intelligent person. I will control my emotions, not let my emotions control me. Every time I'm tempted to use food to satisfy my frustrated desires, build up my injured ego, or dull my senses, I will remember I'm to be example as I keep off pounds sensibly. And did I not mute? Yes, I did mute. My thing says mute all. It's like, you're muted. So we're good. Okay, yes, I'm drinking coffee. I am not overloaded. This is my first one today, so I'm just tired. I took a walk and the endorphins are still buzzing around. So how was well, some of you I saw on Monday. So how have everyone been doing? Nothing? Okay, Lucy, how you been doing? You been walking?
Well, I've been walking. I've been playing pickleball, and I did Zumba. I'm keeping busy.
Awesome. But it's hard. I mean, I've realized I've been out of leeway for 2 weeks. I have to be back in leeway on Saturday. I am ending the day and starting the day with an exercise video, and I'm going for a walk, and I'm finally losing weight again. But I am eating more than I have ever have. It's like, okay, so it's gotten to the point where I'm not eating enough again. It's like, again? So it's like, but my body feels better with more protein than so, but wow. So as of this morning, unofficially I'm back in leeway, so we'll find out what's going on Saturday. So fingers crossed, but I'll do it. But I feel like all I'm doing is exercising. So it's like, okay. Yeah. Just to stay in leeway.
Sometimes you have to do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get that way, and it's like, oh my goodness, I'm back to exercising an hour a day.
Mm-hmm.
And then it levels out, and you can, yeah.
Going on 2 hours.
It's
and I'm
been
not
a struggle.
Anybody else? Nobody? Any victories this week? Get more walking, or I know Donna, you're meeting. Stella, you're not meeting yet?
Not yet. Maybe in April.
Kathy, are you meeting yet? Kathy, are you meeting in person?
We just closed down for last March and April. So yeah, we've been meeting most of the time.
Okay.
Our membership has dwindled, but hey, we are there for those that want to be there. That's the important thing.
I'm lucky. I started the chapter due to the pandemic because no one wanted to meet, but some of us did. So, but the chapters, the people that transferred from haven't been meeting at all. And so we're meeting. So, but I've got a phone call today. I'm going to have a new member on Saturday. It's like, yes. But and this is going to be our very first brand new TOPS member, not just a transfer. So this is exciting. Now we need to do a new member coach because we got to teach them everything. So it's like, okay, we're getting real here. Molly, have you been meeting? You're still muted.
Yeah, for a couple of weeks they went back, but
Nice.
we have limited numbers, so if we have too many,
Right.
we can't have a meeting unless some of them have
Right.
said we'll just take turns, so.
Right. You know, now that we're getting warm too, if people are, we've had some people have gone to meeting in their homes. But they don't want to have that a lot, if they're in their homes, I'm sure they're not comfortable getting new members, strangers in their homes. So gotta be careful about that too. So, okay, today I was going through this book because I like the pictures of this book. This is the second edition of Diabetes Meals for Good Health by Durand Graham, RD. And this is the one you can get at Top Store. She has 10 changes for good health. I'll list them and then we'll go into all of them. Eat breakfast. You're breaking your fast. Some people don't eat till lunch. If that works for them, fine. Me, I can't function without breakfast. I need fuel. Eat proper portions. That's what we're all about. Fill up on veggies and fruits. Eat less fat. Drink more water. Limit sugar. Limit salt and alcohol. Shop smart. Limit restaurant meals. No brainer these days. And walk for health. Okay. Eat breakfast. When you eat breakfast, you have more energy. Your body will switch on and start using up your fat. If you overeat in the evening, when you're less active, your body will store the fat. She suggests 2 changes. First, start eating a small breakfast, and second, eat less in the evening. Me personally, because I work out in the morning, I basically eat like a king in the breakfast, queen at lunch, and a pauper at night. That works for me, not for everybody. Because I have GERD, if I eat too much at night, I'll be in pain all night. Portions. Eat portions. Eat the portions outlined in the meals and snacks to get the number of calories and nutrients you need. My day one tackles this. Eat slowly to avoid overeating. Put your fork and knife and spoon down between bites. A lot of people in my old chapter have done that program on that about the mindful eating and paying attention to each bite. Put your fork down, deal with that bite and then pick it up. I know a lot of people that just like shovel it in. It's like, stop. It's like, just stop doing that. I remember growing up, we had 7 people at the table. We had to eat like this, otherwise there's no food left. You eat it while you can get it. Drink water with your meals. We start doing that. We do, like growing up was milk or soda when we we're older, got soda. But we never had water at the meals. And that's one thing I've learned is drink the water with the meals. Turn off the TV and focus on what you're eating. I don't know about your house, but my house is more electronic focused, hyper focused on the electronics. It's very hard to get that one, very hard. And save your leftovers for the next meal, if there is any. Anybody have problems with that one? It's the electronics that we have problems turning off in our house. I've learned to just stay in the kitchen away from the TV. It says use smaller dishes and glasses. Who uses the tops plates? Those are big dishes. I use the kid size. If you need kid size, Target has the 8-inch divided plates. I think what 59 cents. Oh, and the new plate from the Tops at Home. You've seen that nice plate that they have on their ad for the Tops at Home. They're now selling them at the Top store. $14.99. They're really, really nice. I have one. I'm not gonna get another one. That's more than enough. They are the big plates. They are 10-inch plates. I eat from 8-inch plates or smaller. But use smaller dishes and glasses, and you'll be more satisfied. I mean, you're more tempted to fill up the big plate than and then you would overeat. There was one, I think it was the Food Exchange Facebook group. They had their portions, but on the Tops plate, it looked like she had no food, but it was the right portions for her meal. It looked like it was like nothing to eat. It's like, okay, is that enough food? And then she described what was in it. It's like, would have looked much better on a smaller plate. Small narrow glasses are your best choice. Fill up on vegetables and fruit. These foods are naturally low in fat and are full of fiber, vitamins, and minerals, especially on low-calorie vegetables. If you eat more vegetables and fruit, I always do backwards, fruits and vegetables. You will find it easier to cut back on meats, fats, desserts, and high fat snack foods. I've learned we have the steamed vegetables for with our dinner. If I have those, I'm not interested. They fill you up quick, not a whole lot of calories, but they fill you up quick. And so you're not grabbing the bread. Okay. Oh, a nice picture. Divide your plates, of course. I don't know if you'll be able to see it because of they have nice, there you go. Divide the plate. There you go. Says vegetables, half your plate vegetables. Try to have 2 kinds of veggies, and mashed potatoes and corn are not veggies. They're starches.
Oh,
And this is the veg. Excuse me. That's what I grew up with. Mashed potatoes and corn. They tried to slip spinach in there. None of us would have any of that. Mashed potatoes and corn, and even my kids, mashed potatoes and corn is like, that's not a veggie. And of course, a quarter of your plate is mashed potatoes, as potatoes, rice, pasta, or bread. And the quarter is the protein. Eat less fats. The unhealthy fats are the saturated fats, which is butter, lard, and meat gravy. Meats such as beef, pork, lamb, skin-on chicken, and turkey are also unhealthy fats because they have the fat. Processed meat, bacon, bologna, wieners, salami, sausage, liverwurst, and canned meat. Have you noticed if you have lunch meat, your sodium intake is through the roof?
Absolutely.
It's like, because I'm controlling it. It's like once in a while I'll have lunch meat. It's like, no wonder I'm parched. It's like, wow.
yeah. Tuna fish. Like tuna fish is really high in sodium. Like I was going to have just a tuna sub, and they label how much sodium was in it. I said, oh no thanks.
If you guys can hear me, I forgot to put my thing down. Were you hearing me all right?
Yeah.
With this up? That's weird. Okay. Also, unhealthy fats are cholesterol, and you know where cholesterol comes from, and trans fat are man-made, are from vegetable oils and found in shortening, brick and hydrogenated margarine. Anybody else grew up with bluebonnet margarine? It was bluebonnet margarine and Land O'Lakes butter. Yeah, I remember that. And I remember when we switched over to butter, just butter instead of margarine, which is basically plastic, the smell, we couldn't, that smell changing over, because we knew the smell of margarine melting, but the smell of butter was so different. But yeah, we grew up on those. And trans fats are also in French fries, potato chips, French fries, because the vegetable oil fried vegetable oil, potato chips, microwave popcorn, hydrogenated peanut butter, microwave cookies, crackers, and baked goods such as donuts. Smaller amounts are naturally occurring in beef, bologna, butter, and milk fats. And that is 4. So number 5, they go a lot more into fats. Now they got to think about butter versus margarine. Who here still uses margarine? So we're good. We're good. Because it does say, yeah. Buy to drink more water. That is my hardest thing. Is anybody else still having problems with drinking water? In right amount of water? Yeah. I do 5. These are 10-ounce bottles from Aldi's. I can drink these, but I just need to drink enough of them. Even with well, I'm with doing the exercise videos. I am basically guzzling a 20-ounce bottle, but between the times I work out, I don't drink a lot of anything. Well, I'm pretty good. Only 1 cup of coffee a day, so I'm good. Drink more water. Dietitians suggest drinking 8 ounces of water a day. On the TOPS website, we don't do the 8/8 so much as the color of your urine and your body deciding how much water you need. Because some people are still saying they want to do half their weight in calories. It's like when I was 215 pounds, there was no way I could safely drink that much water. 108 ounces of water. My doctor said, you drink that, you're going to drown your organs.
Yeah. Well, it's hard because some doctors will say, I've got a doctor who will say 64 fluid ounces is enough. And I've got another doctor that says because of my kidney stones, no, you need to drink 3 liters. So I've got a regimen where I'll drink a bottle, and this is how he says to keep the stones at bay. Drink a bottle of water before your meal and drink a bottle of water after your meal. Not one of the big bottles, but just like a little bottle that you have.
8 or 10 ounces, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I try to drink. I do have the
And it really has
water
helped
bottle
me.
that has the division so that you can have the 232s. I've done 2 of them twice, but most likely I'm just doing 1 of them. And that's good for me because some days I drink maybe 10 ounces of water.
So it really has helped me, like doing that with my meals. Like it really has helped me increase my water level. And then the other thing is to just have that container like you're doing, have the container out, fill it, and then you know what you've drank for the day.
Yeah. And it's basically, it reminds you to drink 8 ounces of water an hour.
Yeah.
And if you break it down to that, it should be easy, but sometimes it's really hard. Like tomorrow I'm going to be in the car a lot, or I'm going to be like an hour from my house to do my walk. So I don't want to be drinking a lot of water in the car.
Because cold water is not like appealing right now.
No.
It's not.
Well, today it is. It's hot here.
It is. Oh,
Yeah.
lucky.
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
It says 8 glasses equals 2 quart or 2 liter plastic soft drink bottle. Many of us get much of our water in our coffee, tea, juice, or soft drinks each day, but our bodies don't need all the caffeine or sugar in these drinks. Feel free to drink coffee, tea, or soft drinks, but also drink lots of plain water. It's the best calorie-free drink. Anybody drink infused water? Like put frozen fruit or lemon in the water? Like my son likes cucumber water.
I put lemon in.
Here's some tips to help you start drinking more water, and we all need those ones. Remind yourself, often we simply forget to drink water. That's me. If you like cold water, keep a bottle or jug of water in the fridge. Keep a water glass on your table or desk. When you see the jug or glass, you will be reminded to drink the water, just like Tammy said. Drink water in the morning. We're naturally thirsty when we first wake up. Drink water first thing in the morning. I do that naturally. It reminds me to take my pills too. Drink water at meals. Get into a habit of drinking water with all your meals and snacks. Add a piece of lemon to your water for a fresh taste. We have a handle on that one. Drink water whenever you feel hungry. Water fills your stomach so you feel full and eat less. And she says, water makes life flow. Go with the flow. Good one. Anyone else have other hints on how to get the water in? Anybody?
No,
I
but
know
we did.
that, I'm sorry. I know that we talked about that one step at a time contest, or something like that, a new
Yes.
contest.
Yeah.
Yes. And that was one of the goals, was to
Right.
drink more. And then to share something that helped you. And one thing that I shared with my group, I downloaded a cute app. It's called Water Llama. And I get these little reminders every few hours to drink.
Oh.
And then there's, you pick your animal, and it has all the different categories. And they're different colors. And when you put down that you drank that much, the animal fills up with that color.
Wow.
So you can actually track what you've been drinking during the day and the amount and what it is that you're drinking.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very
it's
nice.
sort of cute.
I know there's a lot of water reminders out there, but it's called the Water Llama. I'll have to look into that. But, that sounds really good.
And
Go ahead.
I know a few people in my group, and you guys have probably all seen them, the beads that you slide.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a program in one of the
analysis.
magazines. They put it back on the website. They put that program back on the website. The bead, making the beads. That was before my time. Somebody had to give me the magazine that had it on it. Lucy, were you gonna say anything?
Nope, I'm just listening.
Okay. Anybody else? Any
Wait, what
other
is-
water reminders? Okay, 6 is limit sugar. Sugar is naturally found in fruits, veggies, and even milk. Starch is found in bread and cereal. Change into sugar after you eat them. The sugar in these foods gives you energy. These foods also have many other nutrients. These foods are good for you in the amount shown in the snacks and meals. And we have that on the My Day One. We need to limit pure sugars: white sugar, brown sugar, icing sugar, which is 10x, corn syrup, maple syrup, molasses, and honey. One type of pure sugar is not better or worse than the other. These pure sugars give us calories we don't need and very little nutrition. Such calories are called empty calories. Sugars are added to most processed foods. Lots of sugars can be found in what you drink. Kool-Aid, high sugar drinks include fruit drinks, fruit crystal drinks, fruit juice, regular soft drinks, sweetened crushed ice drinks, chocolate milk, milkshakes, and cappuccinos. 1 cup or 250 milliliters of unsweetened fruit juice or 1 cup of regular soft drink has about 7 teaspoons of sugar. 7 teaspoons. Choose water or diet drinks instead. And diet drinks aren't that good either. With having GERD after a while, it really messes up my stomach. And also you may see words such as sucrose, fructose, sorbitol, and mannitol on food labels. That's sugar. It's not, and sucrose and fructose are pure sugar, and they're not low calories. Sorbitol and mannitol are types of sugar called sugar alcohols. You want to limit those too. They can raise the blood sugar more slowly, but they may cause gas. Limit salt and alcohol. That's when okay, I shouldn't have had that lunch meat thing. Limit salt. Salt gives us sodium, an important mineral. Sodium occurs naturally in foods and is almost added to most processed foods. For good health, you need only a small amount of sodium, less than 2,300 milligrams per day. That's the amount of salt in 1 teaspoon. And since lunch meat have nitrates, which is sodium nitrate, that's a lot of salt. Unfortunately, most of us get more salt than we need. We eat too much salty processed foods, and many of us add too much salt to our food. And even when you cook, they say don't forget the salt because it makes the flavors pop. There's so many salt-free seasonings out there that we don't need to have it. Especially it is really bad on your kidneys. Cutting back on salt is a good healthy change for everyone. If you have high blood pressure, cutting back on salt may help reduce your blood pressure. I know if I've had too much salt, my hands swell up and my feet swell up. Cutting back on salt also means eating fewer processed foods. Taking a little less salt on your food, adding less salt or no salt to your recipes, and limiting salty foods. Here's some tips. Does anybody have any tips to cutting back on salt before I read hers, besides not using it?
Garlic powder or onion powder.
They say season your food during cooking at the table with spices and herbs, lemon juice, lime juice, or vinegar. Use pepper instead of salt. Use garlic powder, onion powder, or instead of garlic salt or onion salt. Try a spice mix that I have. Aunt Peg's non-salt. I have some stuff from Pensie's non-salt. There's all kinds of, I think Mrs. Dash has a whole set of salt-free. I know.
So I have a question. Question. When you're talking about these different things, Mrs. Dash and stuff like that, I've been told to not use salt substitutes. Are those salt substitutes?
Let me. I don't think so. Let me check. Hold on a second.
I think they're just a seasoning. Mrs. Dash is just a seasoning. I don't think it's.
Yeah.
I think it's.
So I don't know what they're talking about. Don't use salt substitutes. I don't know what a salt substitute is.
I don't think I'm hearing you, so I guess my microphone's not working. So, can you hear me without me talking into this?
Yeah.
Hold on, I guess this is.
Whoops.
It's plugged in. I guess I'll unplug it. The settings must have been.
I don't want to disrupt your meeting. That's fine.
But yeah, the Mrs. Dash and everything are not substitutes, but they're salt free. Because I know there are a lot of salt substitutes out there, and they're just.
Yeah, I don't know what they are.
I don't think I've seen them on. There's a lot of stuff I haven't seen in the markets lately, because of what's going on. But I haven't seen us even thought about.
I'm not eating them. I don't know what they are.
I'll have to look it up and I'll have to post something. It says use less salt in cooking and baking. Many recipes don't have you add salt. Like if I do cookies, I buy butter with salt, so I don't add any other salt because it's plenty. But I've made it with unsalted butter, and it really needs the salt. It just the taste is the same. Look for low sodium or unsalted foods. choose fresh or frozen veggies instead of canned. I'm sure there are some that are out there that have no salt. I know, Green Giant has some.
Yeah.
Eat fewer frozen takeout or restaurant meals because you never know how much salt they're putting on it in the kitchen. It says iodine. Iodized salt provides some iodine. Iodine is essential to keep your thyroid healthy. The thyroid regulates how you burn calories. No wonder I have problems. I have a bad thyroid. A small amount of iodized salt gives you all the iodine you need. Ocean water, fish, and shellfish are some of the best natural food sources for iodine, which is good. I love shrimp. Once you start cutting back on salt, you'll notice that many processed and restaurant foods begin to taste too salty. At the grocery store, be sure to check the amount of serving, the sodium per serving on the nutritional labels. It's surprising. I've been trying to check that, and wow, some of the numbers can really get up there. Well, I did one frozen meal for my husband to take to work. It was I think a Chinese bowl or something, or General Tso's chicken. He says, don't ever get that again. There was so
Oh,
much
man.
salt in it. That was one thing I forgot to check on.
They look so good and
Yeah,
they
it was
taste so good, but there's
too
so
much
much salt in them.
Salt in diabetic meals for good health recipes. Her book here. Salt is not added to the recipes unless needed for rising or recipe quality. And she's got really good recipes in here. Limit alcohol. Does anybody here drink? Okay, then we don't need to go on that. Empty calories. Next, shop smart. Plan your shopping trip carefully. Use a list or buy healthy foods. If you're hungry when you go grocery shopping, you'll be easily tempted to buy the high fat and high sugar snacks or those impulse purchases that are at the register because you're hungry. Well, we all know that you don't go shopping when you're hungry. Remember, whatever you buy, you and your family have to eat. Well, we'll eat. If you don't buy more cookies and ice cream, you won't eat them. And limit restaurant meals, no brainer these days. Restaurant meals are portion size. Unless you go to a 5-star restaurant and when your portions are like itty bitty, you have like 2 or 3 meals on your plate when you get it. I went Waffle House. When I go to see my son in Tennessee, he loves to go to Waffle House. I swear, when you get one waffle, it's the size of your 10-inch plate. One waffle.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay.
So here's something that people may not know. I'm not sure the name of the restaurant, but it's a breakfast restaurant, and the commonplace what they do is they add flour to their eggs. That's how they.
Yep. Oh yeah. They do a lot of stuff, and you don't know that unless you find an app, unless they have the nutritional facts on their website for their recipes. You don't know all this stuff. I mean, I've gone to a restaurant. It was there's a new diner. It's only open for breakfast and lunch. First Response. It's really small. The kitchen is actually, it's all one room. Kitchen's in the same room. And I told them I had food allergies. The chef said, we are too small. We cannot guarantee cross-contamination. You do not know what's in their kitchen, and they can't guarantee, unless they're a big restaurant, they really can't guarantee any of those, because they, like, Red Robin, they actually have an allergen menu on their website, and they'll hand you a tablet to look at their allergen menu. It's like, that's great, but still all that salt and huge portions. Now, walk for health is number 10. And then I'm always about the walking. I don't like running. I like walking. I like hiking. Hills, not so much. It's very important to keep active. Experts recommend about 30 minutes of exercise per day. For people with diabetes, a minimum of 150 per week is recommended. And this is 2015, no, 2013, I think. So I don't know if it's been updated about the recommendations. If half an hour is too long for you, instead go for 3 10-minute walks a day. And that's easy. Go walk around your house. We have one of the ladies that transferred into us. They have it. This was their first weigh-in since November. All she does is chair aerobics because that's all she can do. And she had a nice weight loss since November.
Wow.
Walking, she said her husband watched her and he had to take a nap. He was tired just watching her. It's like, okay. Well, we tell that about the kids. The kids are active. You're making me tired. Walking is one of the best kinds of exercise. You can walk when you want and where you want. Start off slowly and try walking a little faster and further each week. That's what I try to do. I try to, I know I've done too much. I've done 75 miles last week. So I added Leslie Sansone. So that's packing the miles on. So I need to, so anybody else do Leslie Sansone exercise videos or walking videos? Yes? You do too?
Some of our girls still.
Mm-hmm. I have noticed, because this will be, I started March 1st because I got her, I subscribed to her walk at home. Because we walk backwards. Your legs hurt a lot more because in hiking and walking, you're just going straight. You didn't, like she says, you're using your backup muscles and you don't use them when you're walking outside. It's like, okay. So far, no shin splints. No, we can hope. Those are hard. Those are hard. Most of the people I counseled, and that's Heather or Karen, say they're active. I tell them that there's a difference between active or busy. You can be just busy and exercising. Like my daughter works 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday, waitressing. She's busy. She's not exercising. The steps count, but she's not exercising. I compare the way we live today with the lives of our grandparents. People used to walk to work. Oh, I walked 20 miles in the snow to go to school. Have you ever heard those stories?
Uphill both ways.
Yes.
Yeah,
Uphill both ways. People used to walk to work, to the store, to the post office, to school, to church, and to dance hall. I still do that because I live in a small town. Working in the home and on the farm was hard exercise. Today, we don't walk enough. We sit or stand for hours a day, whether at home or at work. Television or computers too often replace active play and work. A lot of people, I like the TV's the babysitter. Now it's the iPad's the babysitter. Lack of exercise makes us unhealthy. Are you simply too tired to go for a walk? When your muscles are weak, you will feel tired. It may seem strange, but the only way to have energy is to go for walking is to go for a walk. You need to, and my daughter doesn't believe me, and it's true. You got to use energy to get energy. Once you become more fit, you will find that walking gives you energy. Are you too busy? So busy you can't find the time to go for a walk? Find the time for a walk means making a few changes. Think about how often you go outside to do something, such as start the car or go to the bus stop or get the mail. Once you're outside, take an extra 20 minutes to go for a walk. Walking is an important part of keeping healthy. We usually can find the time to do some things we think are important. It is a dream to think you can lose weight without regular exercise. Walking can help us lose weight, regulate your blood glucose, and help you look and feel better. Walking keeps your bones and muscles strong. You'll breathe deeper and easier. I've noticed since I've started, this is day 10, I've used my inhaler once
Wow.
since I started. And I have even just in the hiking, all the walking doing, but the way she gets the whole body into walking, it has helped. Walking often reduces back pain and other joint pain. Walking can help you reduce your stress and keep you sleep better, help you sleep better at night. Yes, I'll do a walking video and I sleep like a baby, the best sleep I've had for a long time. Because I mean, I won't go out walking in the dark. Not that crazy. I can't see what I'm walking on, but that is her seven, was it seven? What did she call it? Go back to the site. 7 changes for good health. Any thoughts? We know most of them, but she put them all in one set and said that they're 10 steps. 10 changes. Anybody, any thoughts? I know we're all
Talked
walking,
about the
right?
salt, mixing the salt with your cooking, when you're baking.
Mhm.
I use applesauce instead, and I never use salt. And my banana bread I don't notice a difference at all.
Yeah, I don't think I put any
I don't
salt
miss
in
it.
my banana bread either. So what do you substitute the applesauce with the applesauce? What do you use the applesauce instead?
Butter
Mm-hmm. That works. I think my
instead
daughter,
of butter.
I mean my sister,
Yeah.
she used baby food as substitutes for a lot of stuff in her recipes, like carrot cake. She got the pureed carrots. She used the baby food applesauce or just a can of
No.
applesauce with butter. Because I mean, she, like she had 4 kids, so she used baby food. But and that doesn't, I don't think that has a lot of baby food doesn't have a lot of salt in it either, which is good.
I don't think so. And Tammy, I looked up salt substitutes, and it says salt substitutes are low sodium table or salt alternatives marketed to circumvent the risk of high blood pressure and cardiovascular disease. And then it listed a few. There are actual salt substitutes. Brands include Morton salt substitute, New salt, NU, I don't know that, and no salt. Potassium chloride tastes somewhat like sodium chloride salt, though some people complain of metallic taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on potassium chloride and citrate. So you do notice, I've had people complain about the taste, and one of them there's not a taste, but the citrate, yeah, there's definitely a taste with that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't swallow it really fast, and they're like horse pills, so you don't.
Oh yeah, I've seen. Yeah, they are big. My husband takes them.
But thank you, Kathy. That is good. I've been wondering because I've been told not to use them, and I don't know. I didn't know what they were talking about. So
yeah,
well, then you're not using them. Huh? If you don't know what it is, you're not using it.
Yeah.
Yep. So Joanne, and I think probably all of us have seen this picture. It was just disgusting to me, and thankfully I've never had one. But I think it's McDonald's has a shamrock milkshake out during this time.
Oh my God.
And it had 93 grams of sugar. And what's that? 93 divided by 4, over 20 teaspoons of sugar in a milkshake.
That's just go
and I used to drink it all the time. When I used to, and that and the strawberry shakes. And
Oh,
my
the strawberry
favorite
shakes.
was the
I
strawberry shakes.
I used to have to clean those milkshake makers. I want to see what is in my drink that I like at Starbucks. They now on the app, they give you the nutritional chart
Right.
for everything you buy. Okay, what told my daughter it was double stars, so she came home with a Trente. It's like, oh my God, full ingredient list. What is in this? Oh, okay. This is a 30-ounce drink. It's mango dragon fruit Starbucks refresher beverage, 30 ounce, 180 calories, 5 from fat, because it has a 0.5 grams of fat. So that's still fat. 0 cholesterol, 25 milligrams of sodium, 43 grams of total carbs, 1 of dietary fiber, 38 grams of sugar, 1 gram of protein, and 90 milligrams of, you got it, caffeine in a pressure drink. 90 milligrams of caffeine. Ingredients. Okay, ice, mango dragon fruit base, which is water, sugar, white grape juice, concentrate, white grape juice concentrate, natural flavors, citric acid, bad for your teeth, natural green coffee flavor, and something I cannot pronounce, so I guess I shouldn't drink it. And freeze-dried dragon fruit pieces, and no allergens in it, but 90 milligrams of caffeine, but all that sugar. 38 grams of sugar in a clear drink that is tinted red because of the dragon fruit. And I've seen them pour in the flavoring. It's basically a clear liquid they put in there and then put more water on it, and then they put ice. It's like, wow. Never looked at the ingredients, so okay, I will not let her give me one of those huge ones ever again. But it's surprising. It's a clear drink and it's got all those calories. Just like we grew up on, who grew up with Kool-Aid?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
You didn't,
a
Ruth?
cup of sugar and 2 cups of water and some coloring, basically.
Oh,
All that
Let us drink
sugar.
that. Mm-mm.
I mean, I think my mom would make a picture of Kool-Aid every single day because we had 8 kids in the house. And we all drank Kool-Aid, and we had all those red mustaches because we were drinking red
So
Kool-Aid.
how many people remember? What about Tang?
Yes. Well, we didn't drink that.
Remember Tang?
Tang, the astronauts drink that.
Oh,
Remember that? Astronauts drink it.
I drank that.
I think I got it last
so
year.
it must have been
Okay.
When I was
good
a
for
kid,
us.
I drank it.
I tried it recently. It's like, ooh, yuck. It's not a good taste.
No.
But anything else anybody grew up with that we wouldn't dare try today? Kool-Aid, Tang, anything else?
Oh, I will not drink Crystal Light. I will not drink Crystal Light.
There's so much citric acid in that. My
Because
husband.
I've been told to. Well, see, I've been told it because my citric acid is low, but there's aspartame in it, and I won't drink anything with aspartame in
Some of
it.
the chemicals in the sugar-free stuff too. Because I just drink water or put some fruit in water. One of the people in my chapter, she put frozen melon in her water.
Yeah, that's what I
It's
do. I
great.
squeeze half lemon.
You're cutting out. Can you say that again, Tammy? I think you're frozen. Yep, she's frozen. She's not moved for a while.
I put I
There you
cut
go.
half a lemon. I put half a lemon in 2 quarts of water.
Mhm.
Oh, so I haven't been for a while. Oh,
She might go back on her phone.
Ooh.
My sister-in-law, she would put water in a large coffee cup, heat it up, and then squeeze lemon in it, and that's her drink. She didn't drink caffeine, drink soda, she drank warm water, and that's it. You're still you're like that also, just warm water or hot water. I'm trying there. This is black coffee. I finally found a coffee that I don't need to put anything in it. Finally. And so much closer to not drinking it at all. So I'm trying to get off of coffee is hard. I'm almost off soda. And now my she was off soda for 2 years and now she's drinking soda again.
Oh,
So she's taking it away from me. So we're good. There she is. Oh, you're back. You're back. You're muted.
Yeah.
There you go.
Computer issues. I'm supposed to have a workshop Zoom Saturday, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. She says just go with it, but I'm cutting in and out all the time, right?
Well, yes, you are. But I also had all of a sudden I'm saying my internet's unstable. But just use your phone.
yeah, you
So Mike keeps saying internet unstable too.
Right. But yeah, you have a much better reception on your phone. You just can only see a couple people. That's all.
I'm getting a brand new phone. I'm so excited.
Awesome. Well, that's always a good thing. Always a good thing. Any other thoughts? Any drinks? And I'll think twice about getting anything else from Starbucks. Okay, so we're good.
Oh,
Thanks
you
so many.
brought up a good subject. You mentioned honey.
Okay.
I have been on a kick of drinking just hot lemon water with honey, and maybe I need to watch that because I'm going through the honey like a lot, and
Yeah. I'm trying
I'll
to
just be conscious about how much I am
let
using.
me see if they say anything about honey on the portion size. I'd have to go up on the Top's website. They don't have sugars.
Seems like every time I turn around, I'm buying honey, and that's
Right.
and yeah.
Yeah, that's a little too much. You'll have to sugar. Sugars. Okay, 295 maybe.
Because I'm very proud that I don't eat any like granulated sugar anymore, and yeah, like I'm adding it back in, not even realizing it.
Right.
Oh, yes, you are. I'm just looking at honey nutrition, and a tablespoon has 64 calories, and sugar is 17 grams in a tablespoon.
wow.
So that's 4 teaspoons of
Oh
sugar.
my
Sugar and honey.
goodness.
Sorry.
That's
Yeah.
not, see, you learned something. That's great.
Do you have your My Day one?
Yes. Oh, yes.
It has honey in there, I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
So check, see what
Gonna
they
check
consider
that
a
out.
serving of, because you don't want a whole lot of, it adds a lot of sugar calories in there.
No.
Marianne.
Hi, sorry I'm late. My regional person used to meet on Thursdays at 6:30, so we go to her and then we go to mine at 7:30. And she changed it last week to now being Wednesdays at 6:30. And she's one of the IRD coordinators. So I wanted to talk to her about that after the meeting ended. So that's why I'm like super late tonight.
News that you can share about IRD?
They want to do something and it will be virtual, and that's why I wanted to pass along the platform that I used for another event that I've attended, because the platform that I used for another event was really cool because it had a schedule. You could see things that were happening live, or even things that were taped could be set to a time on the schedule, but you could also chat with people, and then you could do a group. Like if you wanted to choose an area to do like Wednesday night Pennsylvania Tops meeting, you could go there, and whoever wanted to join, you could go and we could chat there. So I wanted to mention it to her. I said, I know it's an expensive platform. I said, I don't know what it costs. I says, but I know that the other event I was part of, there were 1,500 people going, and we all paid $35 to go to it for 3 days of access. So I don't know how many people would go to Tops. I don't know how many people, but I said, here's the information. And the platform is called Hopin. I said, I don't know if people would want to do it. I said, but they might be willing to pay for IRD a little something. So
Yeah. Because I know
She
it's
said,
not going to be free because they have to, you know, get the platform, but
yeah.
I
And
said
that's,
it was gonna be $59.
that's the
Oh, I don't
price
know.
of the, I thought that's the price of the
that's
virtual
the
retreat.
virtual retreats. Yeah.
Oh, the retreats. Oh,
Has
no,
anybody gotten
the
the-
girl told me, I asked her what the cost of IRD was, and she said $59, but
Has
I
anybody
haven't seen it written
received-
anywhere.
Has anybody gotten the new magazine in yet? Because I know
Yep.
there's.
Not yet.
I got mine today.
But the new magazine is on the top site. I've read it.
Did it say anything
Yeah,
about the
you can
cost
look
for
at it.
IRD?
No,
There's a lot of information. I don't remember that.
I didn't see it was in there.
Because all I've seen is on that
Mm.
IRD, the Facebook page, people talking about, oh, they miss all their friends, seeing all their friends at IRD. And I'm like, I think that this platform would be awesome to use for it because you could chat with people.
Right.
And I don't know. I think I know that the other event that I attended using it was a lot of fun, and I thought it would work perfectly for
Mhm.
IRD. I mentioned it to Ashley during our virtual retreat, and then I mentioned it to Katrina just now, which is why I'm late for your meeting, Joanne. I apologize.
That's okay. Let me see if I can get to the magazine.
It says details will be in the May-June issue.
Okay, that's true.
Oh, May,
Yeah.
Yeah,
The next issue. The
yeah.
next issue. That's fine.
She said they're meeting every week to discuss it,
Good.
to discuss IRD. So
So what are the dates of IRD? Is it July?
Yeah, it's July.
Yeah.
There's some part of July. It's the
23rd to 24th.
yeah, they're keeping the same dates.
yes. Yep. And well, one, I don't have to get a passport. I just have to make sure
have to get on
good
the
internet
airplane.
connection. And I don't need to get a gown. I don't need to buy any more clothes. Shucks. I don't need to get in high heels. Yuck. So
Mhm.
I'm good doing virtual. Yeah, I'm good doing virtual.
And we won't have to wear a mask.
Yes.
Well,
Oh,
And
yeah.
we can see facial expressions because you can say somebody's going to be agreeing with you, but they're going to be shaking their head. No. I can see that. But yeah, I am more in person. I am not this way.
So can I say that I
Sure.
went to my advocates meeting, and
Right.
my previous leader was there, and it was like you talked about, when you're doing virtual there are Zooms.
Uh-huh.
It makes such a difference when you can see people's expressions, like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
just
I
see
have.
that you're on the same page, or that's just been lost in these meetings with masks on.
Right. And you can't take
Yeah.
them off. I mean, we are like in my meetings, my in-person meetings, they taped off the floor, so all chairs are 6 feet apart. But one, you got to talk louder. The mask is sucking the
That's
moisture
right.
out of your face and your
Yeah.
mouth.
Raise your hand.
And you
All
can't-
these
and you can't-
rules.
Yeah, and you can't see facial expressions, so you lose
Oh,
half
it's
the
just so good to
conversation.
see everyone, like familiar faces. It was great.
Mm-hmm. It is, but I mean, people are still wanting to. I get phone calls every week of people want to. What is Tops about and stuff like that. So I mean, people are out there. I mean, I haven't had from November to November, the end of November, December, January, February, no new members in my area, and I've got 7 counties. But they're gradually, I mean, I had one of my chapters said this week they had a new member, and I'm gonna have a new member this week, and several other chapters saying they're getting new members. So it's like people are starting to come back to us and feeling safe enough to go into in-person
Right.
meetings because they weren't.
Yeah, so do you remember, well, you took advantage of this with, didn't you, with Hunter, the online, like they were letting other people join, but it was, they only had certain benefits from joining.
You mean the tops at home?
Yeah,
Well, no, I ended up, we didn't do anything else because Rick Danforth actually called me and said it's not for kids. It is, they made the mistake. They did not do what their
okay.
target
But I just
audience
wonder
was
what the
for.
percentage is, I wonder what the percentage is that people that have tried it have joined.
I don't know. I mean, I did get an email when in the last week saying you can extend it for 5 weeks. If you don't want to, because of all this, don't want to go into in person, but they also gave you an opportunity to join regular tops afterwards. I know
Right.
Mary Mullane was on the meetings, Ashley was on the meeting. No, some of the other people of staff were on the meetings, but it was also there were a couple, the couple meetings I went to, there was some past members that wanted to come back, but not quite sure that they joined it also. But I have no idea. I'm eager to see what the statistics for that also are,
Hmm.
to see if it worked, see what their aim was, if it worked. But someday, maybe they'll have something about it in the
Yeah.
Tops news or on the news on the website. But, well, it's getting late. Anybody have any non-scale victories or victories this week? Anything? I'm back. Honestly, back to you, Ray.
Joanne, I
Yes.
will share something.
Sure.
And this happened like last week and I forgot, I didn't even think about it as being a non-scale victory, but it certainly is. I didn't go to a doctor this past
Right.
year, like many of us.
Right.
And I went in just recently and had blood work and everything came back good, good
Nice.
numbers.
Great.
And
That's great.
you know what? That has a lot to do with exercise and what I'm eating. So
And lack of
that
stress.
is definitely non-scale
Yeah,
victory.
when
Good for
our stress
you.
levels go down, our numbers are better because stress is bad on our body.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else?
So, you helped me with my carbs, and
Right.
carbs turn into sugar.
Right.
So I've been working on getting my blood sugars down.
Mhm.
My blood sugar was 77.
Ooh,
I'm like, wow, I've turned this around so well.
good.
Just
You help me,
even little changes.
Luann.
make a difference. But so far, I mean, I'm just, I know I need to get in for blood tests because I'm way past the every 3 months because for my thyroid, it's like, because I can't do the statins, 16 years on statins, the side effects are too bad. So basically my thyroid, the thyroid pills help with it, but hopefully my husband has better numbers than I do. It's like, and I'm the one that's exercising all the time. So I'm hoping the added exercise helps with the cholesterols. I'm hoping that
Sure it will.
I'm hoping it hasn't so far. And I've been this way for 3 years. I'm crossing my fingers. I don't really like to, unless I absolutely have to, don't want to go into any medical facility. There's not these days, even with the precautions, you never know if they're sick or what.
But
Yeah.
this morning, I went for blood work today, so I'm hoping that all you ladies' good news will somehow infuse in me.
Yes,
That they
sure.
told me earlier
Yes.
today, I have no idea. But I went, literally, I was there at 6:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
So there was 2 people ahead of me in the room, and obviously everyone's sitting far enough apart.
Yes.
Literally, the person who checked me in at the front and the person at the counter who, I guess, checked me into the lab. That was it. Other
Yeah,
than
no,
the,
if the eye doctors, you have to wait in your car until they say
Yep.
you come in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if anything else, we will,
No.
cause I
That's
am
great.
struggling with leeway. I brought out the never quit pledge again.
Good.
I need it right now. Today, I promise I will not quit. I pledge that no matter how many ups and downs I pass through, I will continue on my journey. I pledge to make a new start today and forgive myself for my past and to stop being so critical of myself. I pledge to take control of myself, to stop making excuses, to stop blaming other people or situations. I pledge to treat myself as I would my best friend because that is who I am. I pledge to stay in the race and to be a winner. So on Saturday, I will post what I am, if I'm leeway or not leeway, but yeah, right now I'm in leeway, so.
Good.
Okay.
Good,
Well, I
good.
love that pledge, Joanne. That
Yeah.
is my motto. That is my,
Yeah.
that is how we ended our meetings for a very long time. And we only just
Winners-
recently switched to the new one.
Yeah, and there's a saying, it's like winners never fail because they never stop trying. It's not that they never fail, they just never stop trying. You know, you can only fail if you stop trying. So it's getting there. So everybody, you have a great day.
Good luck. Good luck.
And
Good luck, Joanne.
yes, fingers
Good,
crossed.
man.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.